Here, this will help.
What is all this?
It's your first official speech as Alliance Commander.
I'll have to thank everyone for their vote of confidence.
There was no vote, no meetings, no debates. It's simply the way it is. The way it's been since the day you arrived. Everyone knows it, it's just official now.
I thought you hated titles.
I hate having one, but I do love granting them. They're looking to you to guide them to greatness as only you can. Take them there.
All of us here. We know about loss, don't we? We've lost loved ones, friends. We've been beaten down time and again. Our lives have been taken from us. It almost feels like our destiny. But not one of you has given up. You've stuck it out through your losses. You've come together to build, to create, to fight. And I appreciate each and every one of you.
Working together, the galaxy won't have to live under the threat of a tyrant.
Together, we will remove Archon from the throne and we will prevail.
They have come so far.
Indeed, they have.
They still have far to go. But at this rate, they could one day pose a challenge to the Eternal Empire.
Perhaps. A pity so many of them will have to die.
You return empty-handed. Again.
I missed you.
The Gravestone, the Outlander, where are they?
Patrols in 5 sectors report no sign of either. Perhaps they're just figments of our imagination.
Someone knows the truth.
I know that look. You're about to order something wonderful.
Choose one populated planet in each of the 5 sectors. Dispatch the fleet to bombard them.
For how long?
Until they're dust. Someone knows. Someone will talk. But only if we give them a reason.
You summoned us, Theron. You said you had leads on allies?
Leads, yes. Commitments, no. Lana's still working on the major players. Meanwhile, there's a potential ally on Zakul we've been ignoring. Firebrand.
Your information is faulty. Firebrand's not on our side.
Firebrand.
An unidentified individual who arrived on Zakul 2 years ago. She's carried out bombings in the Spire targeting military and civilian venues.
That makes her a terrorist, not an ally.
It makes her both. Look, I'm not thrilled with the idea, but we're in no position to get choosy. She's done as much damage as we have.
stick to the facts and reserve judgment for later. What do we know about her?
Based on her rambling audio manifestos, she's an anarchist looking to bring down Emperor Arkan's perfect society.
There are elements of the Spire's population who create artwork in her honor. They even trade holograms of her handiwork.
If she's survived fighting Zakul so long and she's connected with the populace, she's worth investigating.
All right, we make contact. Scorpio, you're the expert on the Zakul underworld.
The Lady of Sorrows could offer high-yield explosives to draw her out.
Proceed. I'll head for Zakul shortly.
And back up if you need it.
Just be careful. Arkan's still hunting for you, and Firebrand may not be the ally we're hoping.
Let me give you a hand.
The meeting is arranged. Firebrand expects to purchase explosives from my representatives. Transmitting location.
Not be a lot of talking today. Just gonna let you know about that right up front. However, first of all, good morning. Barely. Oh no, I guess we got like another hour and a half. And second of all, am I the only one who doesn't like the fact that the game keeps trying to portray Arkan as the main villain when he's not? Literally, the speech we just gave was, "We will defeat Arkan and his crap." And it's like, but he's a speed bump, okay? Like, I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't need to be dealt with. What I'm saying is he is not our objective here. We literally came here for Valkorion, that is to say, Vitiate. Interesting. Arkan can try all he wants to be a real boy. It's not going to succeed. You say that, Crazy Norse, but that doesn't change the fact that the narrative is trying to portray him as the main villain. And I guarantee you why. Because it's bad writing. Here's what's happening. Here's what's happening. What they're doing is the game's like, we must get Vitiate. Oh no, Vitiate's dead. Here's the real villain. Vitiate's definitely not the problem here. You've got to beat Arkan. Oh my god, you beat Arkan, but it was secretly Vitiate the whole time. Big dramatic shock. They're trying to pull a twist. And there's no twist. There's no twist. It's just Vitiate. Arkan is the boy who would be Emperor. And everything is indicating that. No, it isn't, Micromono. We checked the thing. There's no twist inside. Oh, crap. Whatever. Normally I'd mute myself here, but instead I have to fight some Sky Troopers. You like my PJs? Yes, I'm streaming in my PJs. No, I don't care. I don't agree, Bladeable. I'm sorry. I feel like what you're saying is what this story could be, not what this story is.
Here, this'll help.
The Gravestone is a dumb ship that's already gotten one story negative. Wow, that was 3 waves of Sky Troopers in a row. That's impressive. Like, I'm sorry. You're never going to convince me that this story is better than it is. It's trying to be good, and it's got bones of good in it. I mean, hell, I've given quite a few story positives to this game. But this main plot is very clearly not polished. It's just... whatever they were going for is not on the camera. Yeah, exactly, Retu. When a Greek trireme beats a modern battle carrier group, which also was built 1,000 years ago. Just to make the whole thing even stupider. If you see something that has a highlight, like, say, right now, that's a proc. That means one of my abilities... Would you stop that? One of my abilities is just procced. Either increasing the damage of a thing, or making the ability available to hit, or whatever. Stand here. Kill you. How's your day going? I woke up at 2.
Let's show them what we've got.
I did get back to sleep right about 7, I want to say, for about 3 hours. So that's actually pretty good. Pretty happy about that. Well, of course, Sacked Out. That is the perfect excuse for being a terrible character. I shouldn't say that. I don't know if he's a terrible character. But it's not a great excuse for wiping out 5 planets worth of people for no good reason. Like I said earlier, this is my PJs. Here, I'll show you. This is the latest GDQ. It's actually from this year's. It's Super Metroid. You can see the Mother Brain here. There's the Hyper Beam. And this is actually Samus playing the SNES controller. It's also way too big, but I did that deliberately because these are my PJs. Sure, Zach. Whatever. Anyways, hello, Kaleo. Do you think we could 2-man one, Orkano? Hang on, let's get Kaleo's music going here.
About 5 levels down, there's this one Sky Trooper. Totally wrong program. Likes to give back rubs. Best things a ghoul ever did.
Well, I know where I'm going next.
You shut up. You? Why do I think you don't have my explosives?
Your Firebrand. The Lady of Sorrows told you about a meet here. I don't have your bombs, but I'm not here to fight.
Well, that's all disappointing.
Nice armor.
You might be surprised, Firebrand.
Just Kaleo is fine. Firebrand's what the locals call me to brighten their sad little lives. And I guess you're the big mean Outlander. I heard what you did at the droid factory. Place almost melted down. Would have been more impressive if it had, but the blackout was kind of fun. What brings you here?
I'm building an alliance against Archon. You've got skills and resources I need.
I'm not a good team player. Look, I'm in the middle of something big. You kind of stole my thunder with the factory, and you lied about bringing explosives. So that's 2 points against you.
We also just saved you from Sky Troopers.
Yeah, true. And there are more coming, so I could use backup. You want to tag along, we can talk and work.
I'm going to need details, but not here.
Like I said, you stole my thunder. Now I'm stealing it back.
I'll leave you to it. There's a contact I need to meet.
First stop is the old world power junctions. You know how to cold rig a detonator?
Distribute them to the men's act.
You and me? We're getting good.
They could use them. Yeah, no, she is we talked about this during the Agent storyline. She's actually a pretty well-written example of chaotic evil. A lot of people think chaotic evil means stab, stab. But no, I mean, it can, obviously. But I would say something like Kaleo is a little bit closer to what chaotic evil probably should be, excuse me, be portrayed as. Sky Troopers. Hey, it's an Overwatch intelligence agent. You're a little late. It just got discontinued like yesterday. Makes me wonder which other characters are already here at Dakota, because I imagine they've thought about a few, right? Yeah, exactly, Casual. And really wish my tea would cool off. I could use some hot liquid right now. Not quite, not quite. A few more seconds. Kaleo is definitely evil, but like, evil is a gradient thing, as it should be, ironically, so.
Rise and shine.
Make of that what you will. Thank you for the suggestion, Magister. It really does, Shadow Machine. Of course, Kaleo would see this perfect little society of bullcrap, which we've already seen as bullcrap, by the way. I'm not just, that's not just my opinion. And say, oh, okay, and just go and start screwing with it. So far, it's the same or worse, Cashel. It is by far my biggest complaint about KotFE. I haven't decided how many negative it's getting. So yeah, that's how bad it is. It legitimately feels like playing Dragon Age 2 again. Not in a good way. I shudder to think about what this is like on a difficulty where they have more health. I'll get better, Damashi. And Papa needs. Everyone needs to get better. Get better. Don't do something stupid like work while you're sick. There we go. That's the wrong song.
Keep an eye out for Sky Troopers. I've got to wire a jury-rigged ion grenade into the power junction. I mess up, we all fry. That blackout you caused shows the whole system is vulnerable. You know about the Overwatch?
Some sort of command center.
Smart girl. Overwatch is where they run half the droids in the Spire. Sky troopers, building crews, med units, you name it. We blow a couple of junctions at once, Overwatch security goes down. Force fields, scanners, no power. We walk right in.
This whole city runs on machines. If we interfere with the Overwatch controls, the Spire will practically shut down.
Yeah, these people. The droids do everything for them. Most of the locals sit around drooling while their tech feeds and protects them.
Like I said, of course she'd want to blow this stuff up.
We're gonna show them real life for a day or two. No droids. Just until it's fixed.
We might be able to do more. What about reprogramming the droids from Overwatch Command?
I wasn't planning on spending long in there, and tech isn't my thing. Look, you came to me. You don't like my methods? I don't really care. But I'll throw in a bonus. Tavor Slen, the Overwatch administrator? The data he needs to run those droids is pretty much a blueprint for the city. You ever plan an attack here, you'll need that data. Defenses, vulnerabilities, everything. So we get inside, we both get something good.
A blueprint of the Spire would be worth the effort. Let's keep moving.
Come on. We better get to the next junction before the Sky Troopers show.
Probably at least a few, Mr. Red. What the hell? Oh, Sky... That was confusing. You know, considering these things fly... Oh. Turn me into knockback. Listen, death to innocent people, and to the living. Wait. Sky Troopers.
Rise and shine.
Oh, I need... You don't even have a name, dude.
Your carbonite tomb awaits!
Are they really Zach Teft? I'm not so sure. At least the battle droids had personality. Why is this so quiet? Give me some damn music.
All right, make me look good.
It's not my fault that WoW has amazing music. That is basically the perfect fit for this game other than its own innate soundtrack, okay? There's a reason I've been leaning on it so hard. Bonk. You know, I was actually thinking about this. I almost thought about getting into uniform. And just sitting here and being, you know, more uncomfortable. Because I can just picture it. This is going to be the one day that someone shows up on my stream for the first time. He's like, who's this unprofessional slob? Sitting around in his PJs? What the crap? I'm never watching this guy again. And then they leave. Oh, stop it. Yeah, if I should just be wearing a Speedo and streaming from a hot tub. It won't look good, but it'll get clicks.
Rise and shine.
You know what? That's a good idea, Crazy Horse. Perfect. Now it is a perfect stream. Now it's a perfect stream. You know what? Hang on. This still isn't perfect. I can do better than this. I can do better than this. There we go. I may not have one of those fancy schmancy things, but anime lore is here. I do have a face rig thing, but it only comes with the default model, which I've actually shown off on camera before. And it's just this extremely generic anime girl with chest that is way too big.
All right, make me look good.
And that's the only rigging that comes with it. That would be funny, though, just hearing this voice coming out of that building. I am here to talk about video games. They're several $1,000s, Mr. Red, to get a real one. I've looked into it. Because the one I would get, I'd get the Lich King. Just straight up the Lich King. But those are expensive. At least if you want a good one, which obviously I would. I've thought about it, though, like I said. The other problem is I'm going to have to, if I went that route, I'd have to find an artist who is willing to, / capable of, doing high-quality rigging for something that isn't an anime girl with giant tits. No offense to the internet at large, but that is definitely the primary group. It's what I'm going to call that. Primary market group. We'll call it that. Yeah, I'm told the internet is for porn. I've heard that somewhere.
All right, make me look good.
Leo, if the agent couldn't make you look good, what makes you think I can? I'm gonna go with cutscene animations, Mr. Red. Yeah, you notice I'm looking for the shuttle. But it looks like we don't have the type of cars we need. It's just regular cars, no shuttle. I'm sad. Ritaki, yeah.
Okay, we're set. But I've got to stick around a minute. Supposed to meet a contact.
What kind of contact?
A local. Won't take long. But get too close and you'll scare her off.
Sure. What's funny is, he's actually older than I am.
Firebrand?
By like 10 years.
Everything's ready. I've got the Overwatch data and the rest. The rest is done too.
Good girl. Who says you can't get your hands dirty?
Listen, the others, they're out. They won't say anything, but they're getting their scars fixed. It's not fun anymore.
Yeah, well, they're morons. We've got each other.
I need to go.
Don't forget, you cause me problems. Those scars can get deeper. Idiots and cowards. Every one of them. I've met Alderaanian nobles less pampered. More backbone, too.
The people of Zakul have been sheltered from just about everything. Even their soldiers are naive.
Haven't met many of the soldiers, but I believe it. I've picked up a few fans over the years. That girl, daughter of the Overwatch administrator.
Why is she helping you?
Same reason they all did. They're sheltered kids and rebellion is taboo. They don't really want Zakul overthrown, but almost getting blown up? Getting a few scars before the droids make them pretty again? Oh, that's a mark of pride.
The Sky Troopers will find us soon. How many more junctions do you need to rig?
Just one. Real soon we'll get to watch the show.
Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement with Damashi. Ironically. Ironically, I'd say presentation is also one of the biggest weaknesses of the plot. As I mentioned earlier, you know, the whole issue with Arkin I have is primarily an issue of presentation. I am with the idea of Arkin being the kid with the gun. I just don't think they're pulling it off, you know. But, that being said, I do think the presentation is a lot better, just of the game's cutscenes in general. Better usage of camera, better usage of angles, better usage of voice acting, better usage of animations, blah, blah. No, what worries me is they probably legitimately, like, I'm probably right. I'm probably right. They probably actually think that they're pulling a fast one over on us by being like, oh, hey, Arkin, focus on Arkin, focus on Arkin. Psych, it was Valkorion all along. And just they think that's going to be some big twist, and it's not. Keeping in mind, I don't know that that's a twist, or if it's a twist or anything, because we've officially reached the point where I don't know anything from this point onwards. But I'm totally right.
Come on out, I'll show you my gun.
Well, once I do that, Caspian, it'll be awesome. We'll also redo Jedi Knight, obviously. That's a good question. Anybody here who's played Tor all along? Where's the golden era? Where's the golden expansion for Tor? Because we've still got we've got the rest of KotFE. We're about halfway through. Excuse me, KotFE.
I will not fail.
And we've got KotTEAT. And then we got Onslaught, and then we got Legacy, and I think that's everything.
I will not fail.
Oh, hey, Ross, you're finally here. I've been holding off on an analogy until you got here, and you weren't here yesterday. This? I'm sorry, this is the golden era? Huh. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we think. No, don't apologize, Roz. I just think it's funny. See, one of the things my brain tends to do is anytime there's something that's an unresolved point, it just stays on pause for a while until the condition is met, right? It's how I can keep going with like 20 conversations at once across days or weeks. It's also how I can resume like a D&D campaign without any kind of prompting. Because I know exactly where I left it off, you know? Which is useful, because every now and again my niece is like, hey, can we play more D&D? And I was like, yeah, sure. So here's where you were last time, and I remind her. Like, okay. What you were doing. She just entered a deep, dark maze while she's trying to infiltrate the labyrinth underneath a castle. Why is she infiltrating this castle? Well, there's a T-Rex in there, and she wants it. There's KotFE, there's KotE. Ah, it lists Fractured Alliances as part of Eternal Throne, that's why. And it lists Jedi Under Siege as part of Onslaught. That explains why I only thought there were the 3. That's probably how we're going to categorize them too, but anyways. It is the best honor pad. That's been true for a while. Alright, anyways, I'm getting off topic. You know what this game, this expansion, really reminds me of? Really. Like, at the end of the day, since I like my analogies, reminds me of Star Trek Insurrection.
You and me, we're getting good.
Now, this will mean different things to different people. But for those of you not versed in Star Trek, let me lay this out for you. Star Trek Insurrection, that is to say Star Trek 9, is not a good film. Let's just get that out of the way. It has an absolutely bonkers terrible script. How bad? Well, rather than tell you in detail, or just point you to my rumination, all I'm going to say is that even the executive meddling, you know, the executives who are in charge of approving the script, were like, hold up. This is stupid. And its script is terrible. It has severe direction issues. Like, I don't mean the character direction, which is actually excellent, but I'll get to that in a second. I mean the everything else direction. Like, the action scenes are legitimately dumb. I mean, if Django was here, he could probably tell you about the potato gun that Worf uses. And yeah, it's a plot about a magic planet that makes people young because technology is evil. Yeah, they pilot the NX, or not the NX, sorry, the Enterprise E with a freaking Atari joystick. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, so you hate this expansion. Well, no, because I don't hate that movie. Insurrection, like, again, I'm going to say this one more time because it deserves to be reiterated. Insurrection is a bad film. But it's weirdly enjoyable to watch. And not because of if so bad it's good, that's Star Trek V. But because almost entirely of the characters. The actors click with each other in ways that just absolutely demonstrates the familiarity and the years of experience that they had with each other. And just having fun with it. Just straight up having fun with it. And there's little touches of presentation, like we were talking about earlier, where you could tell that they probably were. They were probably literally together in the thing and actually playing off of each other, which I've talked about before. It's actually really rare, believe it or not, to do that because of how difficult it is to schedule and organize. But almost every time that you have the actors actually, you know, working together and acting off of each other, it tends to improve the result. See Toy Story for an example of that. And that's KotFE so far for me. Like,
you and me?
This is honestly kind of a bad expansion. I'm enjoying it. Most of it. Some of it. You get my point. You get my point. It's not like I'm going through this like, oh, God, kill me. It's more like, oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's stupid. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's stupid. Yeah, I don't know if KotFE will it be any better. Well, this probably goes back to the analogy that Malachor used yesterday. He called this fast food. You know, it's bad for you, and it's over expensive. But, I mean, it's fast food, right? Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, I can imagine playing this one chapter at a time would have probably driven me bonkers. I know this because doing that in WoW drives me bonkers. In fact, I haven't done the content drip in WoW since Warlords. I have refused to. Hey, Melissa G, I haven't seen you in a bit. What's going on? No, you're absolutely right. Nemesis is bad with no good. Just to break it all down to a simple sentence. Nemesis is a bad film with nothing to make up for that. But, Insurrection actually has points. Why are you... You're just gonna come right back down, dude. Why are you doing this? Okay.
Alright, make me look good.
You're not attacking me or moving or using an ability. You're literally just wasting time. This might be the most purest example of padding I have ever seen in a video game. Look at this. Yeah, I was gonna say, this might actually be a bug at this point. As they're just like, and off. He's just... Oh, that's it, that's it. He's one of the cars. Back for revenge.
Let's make a trade. I checked up on you after you blew up the factory. You used to be someone before you disappeared. You're too smart not to have an angle. You tell me what you're really after, I'll tell you why I'm on Zakul.
There's no secret agenda. Zakul is a threat to everything, and no one but me is in a position to stop it.
Totally selfless, huh? Want to know why I'm here? Before Zakul showed up, I had a freelance thing going. Had a partner, money, connections. We shot people. The war messed it up.
Who were you working for?
Gangs, others. We're not talking about that. Anyway, I landed on my feet, did odd jobs, owned a club, the usual. But I pay my debts. Long time ago, I had an anarchist cell in Rental. I came to Zakul to start the work again.
You seem like more of an angry thrill-seeker than a believer in the cause of anarchy.
I was never hardcore about it, but I'm getting intellectual in my old age. Problem is, these people. Nothing hurts them. Blow up a building, droids rebuild. Cut up a scumwad, droids heal them. They don't know consequences. Even you killing their emperor just made them sniffle. They barely got laws. But it's not anarchy if nothing matters. It's just a sugar rush.
Sky Troopers nearby. I feel it.
Gotta move. We're rigged for the Overwatch, but we have to stop at my apartment first. Might be more droids there. You seem up for the challenge.
Yeah, I guess. I do love killing Sky Troopers. Thanks, Malachor. You just missed me giving a huge speech about the game, by the way. It's okay. I think you already know what I was going to say. I mean, I demonstrated this during the Agent storyline. She literally lies about her past. Sky Troopers, like, full tilt liar. Like, pathological liar. I don't know, Giga. Only if you can present your argument in a way that involves dancing. No, I actually have an indicator of when I'm muted and when I'm not. Catch is, normally I don't look at that. It's just over there on the side.
Isaac, take you!
Actually, you want to hear something really frustrating?
Getting good.
Check this out. So, my current co-op activity with PAX is we're finishing up WoW. Shadowlands, specifically. Getting through the last of the story campaign. I've actually already mentioned that. Here's the thing. Every time a cutscene starts in WoW, I have been habitually alt-tabbing out of the game. Now, you're probably trying to figure out what that means. So, I've been doing a lot of tech tests as I've been streaming this game for the last month and a half. And the most 100% cohesive way to ensure that the cutscenes don't stutter during the cutscenes is to not be tabbed to the game. So, pretty much every cutscene that we've been watching for the last, I'd say about 2 or 3 weeks at this point, I haven't actually been tabbed to the game. If you ever notice it stutter for a second and then immediately fix, that's because I was in the game and didn't tab quickly enough.
You saw the Lady of Sorrows. Yeah, of course you did.
So, like I said, every time a cutscene pops up in WoW, I habitually... What is she wearing? Alt-tab. It's just become muscle memory at this point. No, I wouldn't skip cutscenes. They're not... Okay, that's not fair. I have actually skipped cutscenes in my life before. Because I played FF14. What are you doing, game? Game? Okay. That was really
This
strange.
is it. My fans bought the furniture. Let me show you something.
You can see the Van Kesar Bridge burning from here. No one's saying what happened, but I haven't seen anything like it.
My father will kill me if he knows I'm recording this. Firebrand struck again. The spaceport this time. I was so afraid. But I've never felt a rush like that before. Thank Valkorion, the droids got me to safety.
Gray Market Hollows. They used to trade them like it was a game. Now, watch this.
The Outlander's back. We were lucky she only caused a blackout. But what about next time? Schools should be safe. It's always been safe. What happens now?
Tone's a little different on that one, huh? Suddenly blowing up a building matters.
They're awed by Firebrand, but they fear the Outlander.
I got lazy. Figured there was no way through to these people. Set my sights low with bridges and spaceports. But if you scared them, I can too. Guess I owe you for the wake-up call.
I should totally flirt with Kaleo.
Now that the power junctions are rigged, can we strike at the Overwatch?
Pretty much. Force fields cycle in an hour, so we'll trigger the blackout then. Meantime, I've got maps and everything. Let's talk tactics.
Think of all people to
Everything
throw
goes down in the droid control center. You grab your data, I blow the machinery, and hopefully shoot the administrator.
You're sure the data's complete? The full city schematic?
Every droid in this city runs on those specs. You ever go to war with the Spire, that's your winning card. It's time. Step 1. Blow the junctions.
Wait, who's Lana?
That feels good. Come on. Expect droids, maybe a few nights. A grand old time.
That's funny, Mega Skullmon Spockmon. Ah. It does, Neuralis. It's been a little tricky trying to match the songs to the game, because I'm doing all this manual-like, but I think I've gotten some good scenes so far. I would like to think better, but we haven't really dug into Zakul yet, Mr. Red.
Life is as empty without terror as without love. I would permit this creature's existence from my throne. She cannot truly threaten perfection, but only enhance it.
Rise and shine.
But though chaos can be beautiful, it cannot last.
Oh yeah, when does he talk about Jadis, if ever? Or do we have to be the agent for that? Yes, Mr. Red. Jadis is the Jedi.
Justice for Valkorion!
Don't worry, Ventures. Just look into my eyes. Look into my yellow-tinted eyes.
Justice for Valkorion!
God, I really hope not, Caspian. I really hope not. Hi, people. What's up? Well, like the real Valkorion? I don't know.
That's far enough, Outlander!
Oh, okay.
Isaac, take you!
Ooh. Yeah, bringing Jadis back would be like bringing Revan back. Okay, I'm joking.
This is the end for you!
The democratization of fear. If there's one thing I violently disagree with all Sith about, it's fear being a good thing. Or a source of power, more accurately. Just, ugh. Well, that would just be Canada at that point, Jay Palmer. That's why I had to clarify a bit. Fear actually does have a purpose. It's a real functional tool. But that's not what the Sith think of fear as. The Sith think of fear as a battery. They think that being afraid all the time is a good thing, and it's extremely not. In fact, long-term fear has a horrific impact on the way your body physically operates. No, don't do it, Shadow Machine. Oh, Sue! Oh, jeez. We're really doing it. We're really gonna do that Persona 5 rerun. It's okay, I know what I'm doing this time. Might be a little faster. And I can New Game Plus it to speed it up even more. Who's more evil, Jadis or Jonathan Crane? I'm gonna go with Jadis on that one. Crane's just broken. Kind of stupid. Thank you, Shadow Machine. Wait, hang on, you can't see me bowing. Ah, whatever. You know I'm bowing. You can tell because my nose is now on the keyboard. It's really weird being down here and trying to talk, but I'll do it, by God, just to prove I'm bowing. Ah, okay. That felt weird. Thank you very much, Shadow Machine. No! Now I gotta bow. Even more. Hang on. Let me write this down first. That's true, Ross. I have to romance someone else. So since I'm playing the main character, obviously, which is Makoto, I think I'll romance Joker this time around. I think that's a good pick. And thank you, Retro Justice, very much. I do always appreciate, and I will jot that down for the first draft run. Listen.
Rise and shine.
I'm admittedly biased towards Kawakami because I'm 40. So, end statement, I suppose. Whatever you do, don't take off my mask, Mr. Red. What if there's a mod to replace all iterations of that song with the no vocals version? I should look that up.
Your carbonite tomb awaits!
What do we got here? Apparently there's a mod to add Sonic music to the game. Interesting.
Your carbonite tomb awaits!
Well, we're obviously going to be playing the PC version. Why would we play the PS4 version again? I think I already own it. There's a mod to get rid of Joker's glasses. No, but if it's the PC version, I can cheat. Oh. Are there shapeshifters in Warcraft? Just the Nothrazim. Weirdly enough, Warcraft, despite being such a common thing, there aren't a lot of changelings in Warcraft. And the Nothrazim, well, they're not very good at their jobs. They also have a rule, which I'm barely joking about this, where if you oust them, they have to reveal that they are in fact a Nothrazim. Dragons can't change shape at will. They can only switch between their, I forget what they call it, shape.
Complete schematics.
Same thing with druids.
I've got enough bombs here to slag the droid controls. Fancy automated city won't be automated anymore.
Hi.
The damage can be repaired. I'm disappointed, Cleo.
Tavor, I was worried you ran away.
You should have turned yourself into the Sky Troopers. I can't protect you from this. Not your scheme, nor allying with the Outlander.
Actually, the Outlander came to ally with me. Meet Overwatch Administrator, Tavor Slen.
I gave you friendship, a home, a purpose. You mock me.
I suggest you remove yourself from the building, along with anyone else alive. It's not safe.
I'm going nowhere without the traitor.
Tavor convinced me to sell out. Like I said before, when I saw I couldn't hurt the people here, I got lazy. He offered me a pretty cage. Nice house, free pass from the Sky Troopers. I could bomb little targets and he'd make sure no one got killed.
You sponsored her?
It was an outlet for our people's darker urges. A drop of poison to vaccinate against the disease of unrest.
You were also really into me. Then I remembered comfort isn't everything.
She is betrayal personified. Even you, Outlander, deserve better. My skills as a fighter are the model for our Sky Troopers. I will execute you both and make amends for my errors.
Well, here's a song worthy of you.
Rise and shine.
Nah, not yet, Jake. Try not to give this away every time a Sky Trooper shows up. Just like every separate iteration of a Sky Trooper showing up. Alright. Nice gravity gun, I guess. That counts as Sky Troopers. Done. No. Aw. Now you've spoiled my fun. Oh my god, you have too much health. Okay, I've almost got him to half.
Rise and shine.
Oh god, don't even, J. Palmer. Don't even. I need to keep my sanity somehow. Wow, that actually took the whole Nomragon song, and we're not even at half health. Well, you don't deserve Strathholm, buddy. So, hang on, we're gonna alt tab for a second. I'm just gonna do more Nomragon. More Nomragon! Yes. Or KotFE. Too much health. Compared to TMA, this is TMH. It's arguably worse. I like how he has exactly one attack that isn't just shooting me, too. That's, like, the dungeons actually did get better, so where the hell is all that game design? I actually gave pluses to some of the dungeons back in, you know, Revan. Like, did they fire their game designers? Did their game designers quit?
Rise and shine. You poor, stupid, stupid, stupid. stupid man. You know your daughter helped me set up Phase 2.
What?
We're not just taking out droids for a day. I've got explosives planted around the city. Roads, factories, security stations, news centers. This time when everything burns, no fire suppressor units, no medical droids, no skytroopers stopping riots.
You never mentioned that.
Surprise! You get it now, Tavor? You tried to use me. You all humiliated me. Now your happy city is going to hurt.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
You're talking about hundreds of lives. They aren't responsible for what you've been through.
They were part of it. Every one of them.
Leo.
Besides, you should be backing me. I know what these people took from you. They stole your life. It'd feel good to hit back. I'll even let you do the honors. You blow the controls, I'll take the city.
Leo. Really? Like, okay, first of all, no. Second of all, no. And third of all, no.
It might feel good, but only briefly. Ruining the Spire won't bring back what we've lost.
Nothing will bring back what I lost.
Then stop obsessing over the past. Find something worth striving for.
Fine. We do it your way. But I'm still taking down the droids.
I'm surprised she went with that. That's gotta be a
Whatever
sight.
your long-term plan is, it better end with Zakuul's empire crashing down. Or I'm coming for you, too.
Leo, you do not threaten me. I don't mean like that as a threat. I mean, there was nothing threatening about you. Sorry. I handled you when I was a dude with a gun. We're gonna try something here. No, this is good stuff for Kaleo. It's just that's true, Star Wars. She's trained to kill Sith. So that worked. Let's see if the next one works. Here's me. Mr. Red, you are trained to kill Sith. What the? Okay. She went that way. Quick, get her.
You gonna help me?
No. I mean, I might. I don't know. I'm debating. Oh, yes. Ineligible for conversation. Yeah, okay, that's okay. Well, it was good while it lasted.
Face justice!
Well, I've noticed a lot of this has been all set up.
Make me look good.
Which, of course, makes sense. This is, in every way that matters, a new game. Like, we were talking about soft reboots. This is a weird example of a soft reboot. Because it's not a traditional soft reboot. It's a, alright, we want to do something new. And I don't have a phrase for what that is.
Christ, that hurts.
If I wanted to be mean, I'd say it's a, I'm bored now, but I don't want to be mean.
That's far enough, Outlander!
Come on, target the one in front of me, please.
This
There
is
you
the
go.
end for you!
Yeah, it might actually be at this rate. Jesus.
I will not fail!
This is the end for you!
Well, Aspros, I feel like you actually already answered your own question in the act of asking it. That game is nowhere near funded.
This is the end for you!
That shows pretty clearly where the interest level's at. Honestly, I don't think there should be one Damashi, personally. I've always liked the idea that a non-Force user could kill a Force user under the right circumstances. Hell, it's something I liked about KOTOR too. You say that, but people have not been putting money towards it, so... Shrug, Aspros. Okay, that one got a laugh, Khaleo. I honestly think the first time I ever thought about that question was all the way back in the Thrawn trilogy. But I'll admit, oh wow, that background looks terrible. The Star Wars in general didn't actually get me thinking about that. It was actually, of all things, Harry positive. Harry positive? Harry Potter. Because it's actually it's one of the very, very rare things of good storytelling in Harry Potter is how Muggles are more than a match for a mage under the right circumstances. Like, it's one of the rare things that they actually got right about all that. You know what? Hang on a second. Yeah, gun beats magic pretty much 9 times out of 10.
Theron, you made it back.
Took a look at that data you stole. The schematic of the Spire is going to come in handy.
City's going to take a while to recover from the droid shutdown. But no one got killed. Thanks.
So, Khaleo. She knows her stuff. We keeping her?
The woman has spirit. If nothing else, she'll make our lives interesting.
Funny. I thought they already were.
You were the Lady of Sorrows?
Yes.
Guess you knew if I found out, I'd melt you down.
You two know each other.
Yeah, we're old buddies. Ask who built her sometime.
You will receive no satisfactory answer.
Not a bad little operation you got here. Can't promise to stick around all the time, but when you're making a big move, say the word.
Take a look around, meet the others when you can. Talk to Theron or Lana if you have ideas. I'm sure you have a lot to offer.
Yeah, I tried the team player thing. Don't think I'm up for it again. I'll probably head off-world, touch base with old pals.
Anyone I should know?
Mostly thugs who want me dead. Huts, Black Sun, Exchange. Someone must still like me.
Sounds like you've made your share of enemies.
I like to keep busy and I don't like to stay anywhere long. Lots of chances to know people. Done the piracy thing, Revolutionary Edge Brigade on Brental. Sponged off a senator's daughter once. One thing you learn about me, I always get by.
I'm sure you do.
I'll see you around then. And hey, good luck. We both lost a lot of years to Zakul. Time to start making up for it.
Okay. Interesting. From Darth Mar. We've lost much this day. Think of what happened at ZS. Why are these this out of date? I thought I checked these recently. Oh, whatever. I'm not reading all that out loud with my throat like this. I'm sorry. I'll do that later. So... yeah, I was gonna say, we do at least want to try some of the whatcha-figgies. Why is... Okay. I'm not even gonna argue that. Alright. Damn it, I can't kill Bruin Mark. But we can get... Nobody. Okay, so that's Major Pierce. No idea who that is. That's Talos. That's Nico Okar? I'm not even sure who that is. That's Kaizen. Not doing that one. That's Logan. And that one is... I don't know. Okay. Well, there's no Gus. The only one I really care about. Sure, whatever. Let's do this. Listen, I can't actually do the Wii right now. Literally. I just want you to picture. Hey, Pierce.
We aren't here to drone on about facts and figures, Lieutenant. We report victories. Bloody hard-won victories. Get me one by 2200, or Cass City will hear about your upcoming suicide mission to Coruscant. Dismissed! Kept me waiting long enough, my lord. Have my dreams come true? Or are you here to finally put me out of my misery?
A desk. Pierce, how the mighty have fallen.
Cruel as ever, my lord. This post is more fit for that bootlick of yours, Quinn. But I'm the war hero. My reward? For cracking the Bastion? Promotion, medals, and being trotted out as a reminder of what every grunt should aspire to.
I mean, they were right to use you as inspiration, but taking you off the battlefield?
Can't prove it, but I suspect Moff Herden had a hand in that. Damned me with praise, I'm sure. Having to sit here and talk about the grand victories, instead of being a part of them. It's a fate worse than death. Huh. Enough of my griping. You have business with the Outreach Bureau, or is this a personal call?
I want to go crush the Eternal Empire. I want you to join me in crushing it.
Sounds like something you'd do. I'd love to, my lord. I'll inform my superiors of my reassignment. Doubt anyone would be fool enough to dispute it. Next time you see action, I want to be there.
Well, that was actually pretty easy. Not that I'm complaining. Okay, so hang on. I was gonna say, let's actually talk about this, because this is an idea that I guarantee you I would hate. In fact, I probably do hate it. Oh. But I also like how they're constructing it. Let's pull this up here. How do I put this under? I guess this would be... This feels like primary optional content. No, that's a lie. This feels like interface. I was gonna say, this is literally just to get them in the party, and that's it, right? Like, they have their quest, and that's it. That's the end of their character. Because that's what this feels like. Because anybody who is story relevant is going to slot in, like, elsewise, like they've already been doing, like with Scorpio, or with Kaleo, or whatever. Probably not, honestly, Zacto. We'll at least see what each quest requires. So, let's just go down the list. Top to bottom. Well, I mean, that's why I want Gus, Pillars of Snow, because I want to hear, wee. Where the hell am I? Oh, I'm on Ilum. Hang on. So here's how this is going to work. We're going to start all these. We're probably not going to finish all these. We're at least going to poke at them.
Still no word from Shaft 12. Atmospherics are bad. Maybe...
Keep trying them. Just keep trying. I'm not losing anyone else out there. Oh. I'm sorry. You startled me. There's a killer out there, and I didn't see you walk up.
Calm yourself. I wish to know more about your problem.
Sorry. We're all a little more than rattled. Things were going well, more or less, until a few weeks ago. Stopped getting word from a few of our camps. Then we started finding the bodies. Hacked to pieces. Nothing else touched. His only motive seems to be to hurt us.
That sounds unfortunately familiar. Any clue how I might find them?
It started around the time we broke ground on Shaft 16. Probably a coincidence, but maybe there's something there we don't know about.
Okay. Well, sure.
I'll mark Shaft 16 on your map. Please be careful. This guy won't think twice about trying to kill you if you cross paths.
I'm fine with not recruiting Logan. Oh, before I forget, I should jump in. You know, I just realized this is the first MSQ positive I've given this expansion. Whatever. So I'll start auto-running. Listen, I love bioweapons. Really. Me and bioweapons, we're tight, yo. But bioweapons don't do much against Sky Troopers, so not a lot of use for them. What? Okay. I'm about to get dismounted. Oh, wow. You know one thing I do like about WoW? I don't get dismounted when people hit me while I'm on a mount. Correct, Giga Pudding. For those of you not aware, there are several pieces of equipment which you can equip to your mount. I have the one that just gets rid of days. If I have to explain why, you haven't been paying attention. I love this. I love this. This place is still overtuned to crap in hell. They are just smashing me in the face. Whereas content that came out after this does not do the same relative percentage damage to me. Look at my health. I'm sorry, how do you do what, J. Palmer? This sounds like Donkey Kong, and that's because it is. This is specifically Tropical Freeze. The name of the song is Cool Athlete. Oh, so like, imagine for a moment that this is your mount screen in WoW. There's like a little thing, I know you can't see it, but like there's a little thing in the lower left. You know what, hang on. Hang on. By 4, but whatever. Right here. So the way this works, super spoilers by the way, ignore this area. The way this works is anything, so any mount you ever mount all uses the same barding, essentially. So you just go ahead and put that there, and it doesn't matter what mount you get on, you get the effects of that equipment. In this case, does not daze. I will never be dazed, which means I'll never be dismounted. Which means I can do whatever and be safe forever. God, I can't wait to do this review. I really can't. Because it's going to be great. We're going to start off and it's going to suck, and then it will basically never stop being good until we get to Legion. So that's just going to be a non-stop incline in quality. This is Shadowlands, yes. Oh, this is choppy. I don't think it likes me capturing Tor and WoW at the same time. Anyways, moving on. But that's how you do that. It's gonna be funny, though. It really is. No, Warlords was still an incline in quality. A lot of people tend to forget that. The problem with Warlords was not whether it was better or worse, because it was better. The problem with Warlords is that it stopped. Yeah, exactly. Warlords' launch was great. And then there was really one patch. One content patch, I should say. That all the other patches were just, you know, quality of life stuff, under the hood stuff, things that most people don't even care about. Yeah, everyone remembers the Twitter patch, which is funny in its own right. But yeah, Warlords, the initial path through, some people tend to forget that even... Why does it want me to go into the Rebel base? Where are you taking me, game? So, I've actually talked about this before, Crazy Norse. What ended up happening... Crap. What ended up happening was they started work on Warlords. Obviously, they did the launch. They laid down some bricks. They had some ideas of where they wanted to go with the story. And then they made the biggest mistake that any MMO can make. They listened to their audience too much. I've talked about this before. Now, Warlords was already a troubled production because it was originally two other ideas. Or, let me explain this more accurately. Originally, they were going to do A. They decided not to do A, so they were going to do B, They decided not to be, so what we got was Warlords. It's one of the reasons why the main plot of Warlords is a little bit weak. It's because it was literally patched together from pieces of other stories that never actually happened. With me so far? So, they pushed it out, and fan feedback was what I'm going to refer to as stupid. One of the most common complaints that was coming in was people were tired of orcs. And nobody actually wanted any more orc storylines. Naturally, Blizzard decided to listen to these people because they're idiots. And then they decided to, rather than do anything, they just pulled the plug on Warlords and put all that extra time and effort and money into making Legion. Now, from a historical perspective, that was probably the right call, because Legion was amazing. But, yeah, exactly. Legion definitely benefited with that. But Warlords did not. When I say Warlords stops, I mean that more or less literally. I mean, like, imagine you're going through a questing chain. It's like, okay, quest. Quest. Okay, big climactic moment, and then... I guess we go to a raid? The end. And that's Warlords. Does it leave the story unfinished? Kind of? Most of the story was actually baked into Legion. But there are specific elements of the thing that I'm talking about, of Warlords, where the story threads literally just stop. They never do anything with them. Or worse, actually, sorry. They don't just stop. In some cases, what they do is they skip to the end. Like, Grom was supposed to have a character arc. Instead, what he has is a character two-step. I'm Grom and I'm evil. Okay, now I'm good. Like, they literally just shortcut his entire character arc. And yeah, the Shatrith Zone, which they never actually do much with, and the whole Black Hand thing, that never goes anywhere. Wow, that was a great entry. There we go. I am not reading this all out. My throat is already killing me.
Anyone out there? Hello? Please, someone answer.
Hello?
Anna at Shaft 12. We can't reach base camp. That monster, he's killed everyone outside the tunnels. He's just waiting at the mouth, pacing. We're trapped. Oh, I think he heard me. He's coming. Help, please, help.
Okay. Really? All the... I hate Ilum. I've always hated Ilum. Even before it was the Death Star 3. But yeah, I think people are going to be surprised by how badly Wrath reviews and by how well Warlords will review. Those are the two, I think, that'll surprise people when we go through it. Yeah, no, the Shadowlands, you're absolutely right. There are the beginnings of story arcs there, and then they just kind of skip to the end. It's like, yeah, okay, we're done. Now, you might say, well, that means they're going to put tons of effort into Dragonflight, right? Shot of Padme. You're going to put tons of effort into Dragonflight, right? Problem is, Active Blizzard is going through some crap right now, which they deserve to because, you know, evil and stupidity. Not necessarily in that order. So, yeah, no. They pulled the plug, and we'll see what happens with Dragonflight. That was my last week card, so I feel for you. I'm sorry, dude. And yes, I gave a whole speech about it earlier, Cord, but the summary is, well, this expansion is arguably bad, It is enjoyable, especially in what they've done with it in several respects. No, you apparently I'm misspeaking. Shadowlands plug was pulled like back in February. They're all dead. Da, 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 da. Yeah. I admittedly am not super happy that it's coming out in November, but whatever, we'll see. Okay. Really? Really, game? Really? Alright, let's try over here. Let's see where this leads me. You know what really irritates me about BFA? BFA started bad. Like, the launch was not great. But actually, several of the patch content is really good. Shadowlands is like the inverse of that. Shadowlands at launch is actually really good. The patch content, if you can even call it that, is not. Oh yeah, by the way. So you remember me mentioning that bug where some lines of dialogue just don't play? Did you know that that's not only a common bug, it's actually affecting everyone? Like 99.x% of players are currently experiencing that bug that was put into place with the last WoW patch. Still WoW. Still talking about WoW. Nobody's talking about Tor right now. Why are we talking about Tor? The hell, J. Palmer? I'm not doing great, Narson. Don't mind me. Now you're probably thinking, alright, when was the last patch? August. August 16th. Oh yeah, by the way, in addition to that bug affecting basically everybody, the best part about it is it's retroactive. I can tell you about the bug. What's happening is certain trick. So, from, honestly, BFA onwards, but mostly Legion onwards. Actually, Warlords onwards, excuse me. Actually, Pandarian onwards. There we go, we're going to stop there. From Pandarian onwards, they started using a new type of scripting in order to make it so that they could do in-gameplay cutscenes, which is something WoW has leaned on very heavily, basically, since Cataclysm. But they've been doing that more and more and more and more and more and more. And something in that engine is not triggering or firing properly. The timing is still there. So, like, you know, Bob will say nothing for 5 seconds, and then Jill will say nothing for 10 seconds. And then Bob will say nothing for 3 seconds, and then Jill will say, "You're right, Bob!" And then Bob will say nothing in response for 3 seconds. So all the timing is still working. The rigging is still there. But the dialogue isn't firing. The problem here is this bug, because it affects that engine, affects every cutscene in the game that uses that engine, which, spoilers, is a lot of them. No subtitles show. Because the subtitles are connected to the audio cue, or the audio file, which has to fire. If the file doesn't fire, if it's not triggered, nothing is actually pushed out into the player's chat channel. It's doubly funny. It's Zalek. Oh my god, it's Zalek. It's doubly funny to me. Because, like, I was thinking, some of you know that I was thinking about pushing the WoW review run forwards quite a bit. But if I was to review the WoW run right now, I literally couldn't, because entire swaths of cutscenes are either partially or fully not playing.
No, please!
Hi, Zalek. Can I help you?
It is my duty. I must kill them.
Don't let him. Please! I'm begging!
Quiet!
Why are you killing these people?
They have defiled a sacred burial. My father's bones lay cast aside. His face adorns a mantle. No Kalish could call him God now.
Well, that sucks.
That is all they can pay with.
But
their blood is the only offering that will slake my father's vengeance. Enshrined with their bones, his godhood may be restored.
Alright, Zalek, I'm gonna be real. Screw you.
It ends when my father is whole.
Like, no offense or nothing, but this is for my Inquisitor. Also, you hurt. Probably because I don't have a companion. Why don't I have a companion out?
Godhood escapes me and my father both.
I like how it was the light side option to defeat him. I suppose, you know, I could spare his life now, but why would I do that? You have chosen to kill Zalek. This will make him permanently unavailable. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Yes. Wow, I'm glad I got to see that.
It's over. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I thought we were dead.
You shouldn't be quite as greedy, dude.
Believe me, headquarters is gonna get an earful about this. I'll never even dig near an old campsite again. Thank you for everything.
Warning, if you kill Quinn, he will stay dead. FYI. Oh god, how do I get back to base camp?
About time I got some air. Walk it off.
Sorry, Bears. Oh, I absolutely would have killed him as the Inquisitor. Why do you think I killed him, Crazers? We just did Inquisitor. There it is. Interesting that that's the last one I can get. Makes me wonder. Well, that sucked. Hold on. I mean, honestly, Pierce probably deserves a negative, too. Go do PvP is not a good quest. Sorry. No, don't. Okay.
Millions dead. Their blood is on our hands.
We didn't destroy those worlds. Your children did.
The atrocities on those planets were committed to hurt the Alliance, but we're not responsible for them.
What are you talking about? What's happened now?
Warships from the Eternal Fleet bombarded 5 planets in a coordinated assault. The death toll is unimaginable. Whole cities leveled.
Yeah. That's 5
Arkan
planets worth
issued a
of people.
statement saying those worlds were protecting us, and their destruction was justice for our attacks on Zakul. A lie, of course, but no one can prove it.
Arkan's desperate. He can't find us, so he's taken the galaxy hostage.
We need to send our own message. Expose Arkan's lies. Show people the truth.
Propaganda wars are a quagmire. The louder we shout, the more people Arkan kills. The public will turn against us.
I just heard the news. We have to respond to Arkan's attack.
No, that's precisely what he wants.
Is it?
We already have more objectives than resources, but we can make a course adjustment.
This kind of destruction will bring fear and chaos. We should do whatever we can to limit that.
I can get food and medical supplies to people who need them.
I'll organize security patrols to hold off any pirates or crime syndicates seeking to take advantage.
We're only delaying the inevitable. Sooner or later, my children must answer for what they've done.
Okay.
Where were you?
Bombing 5 worlds to dust. I made hollows of it. Do you want a copy?
Father was on Zakul. He used the Outlander to attack our home.
I don't remember him being so funny when he was alive.
Am I laughing?
You've never laughed.
Our knights failed us. They must regain their honor. Send them to the dueling circle in pairs. They'll battle to the death.
Finding the Outlander will be harder, with half our knights dead.
The survivors will be motivated. You know my command. Go.
He really is just Darth Malik too, isn't he? Good God.
Something on your mind?
I need your help with something.
In fact, yeah, he's Darth Malik Light would probably be a better way to describe him.
What can I do for you?
I passed a portion of that data you secured from Overwatch through an SIS contact of mine. Made a convincing invitation to some prospective allies in the Republic Special Forces.
Who is it you're planning to recruit?
I identified a sympathetic ear in the leader of the Republic's most decorated military unit. The data I gave over was enough to convince Havoc Squad to take leave of their official duties. I have it on good authority they're conducting an unscheduled operation on Zakul. My contacts set up a rendezvous, but it's up to you to sell them on this alliance.
Wouldn't they be more receptive to one of their own?
Havoc starting their own little war out here is basically treason. I'm a spy. If anything, they'll be even less likely to trust me than you.
Makes you feel any better, I really don't have an expression right now. Most of my time and attention is going into things that don't involve moving. Okay, so this is not where I wanted to be. Well, whatever, I guess. It's just, let's get on with it. I was gonna go turn. I still can't even turn on that stupid quest. Whatever. Alright, so hang on. Let's hit the stream brakes. This came out in 2002. Listen, everybody loves Hudball, okay? All right. No, Rama. If you want to put that towards something else, please let me know. But thank you for the bits. I'll add that to the veto list right now. You've been adding a lot of games to the veto list lately, Rama. Assault. Can't stream. I feel bad, honestly, but I guess I always do, so that's whatever. That's why I try to keep the veto list as up-to-date as I can, like literally updating it as I determine I can't get a game playable or streamable or whatever. I don't update the list that often because it doesn't change that much. Can't get it streamable, Rama. It's a 2002 game that has trouble running on Windows 10, but more to the point, it also has trouble being captured. It's one of a type of game which I slot under, I need a third-party program to capture this game type of game. And I've pretty much decided to say no to all of those forevermore. See what happens here. Oh God. Okay. And thank you, the Ross. Almost said the Ross. Oh. No, some DOS games run just fine, actually. And I've allowed quite a few DOS games. In fact, DOS games, we've talked about this before. DOS games are usually much easier to get running than, say, like a game that came out in 2002, for example. Hell, all the Wing Commanders? No problems.
You have returned without Zalek.
If tech improves in the future, we can readjust. But as of right now, the policy is if I have to deal with some of that crap, and I'm just going to call it that crap, and not bother to define it any further, if that's okay with you, then the answer is no. DOSBox does not qualify as that crap, because DOSBox works perfectly and without issues. Our alliance doesn't need someone like Zalek.
Understood. It is your vision that must guide us.
That's how I'm going to say that.
I shall continue my search.
I do need to stay hydrated, Wenlock. Is a thing. I need to stop talking so much, too. Well, hang on. Let me pull up the Veto thing again. Let's see. So... Here we go. Hexen, Beyond Heretic. Yeah, so Hexen requires a source port, if you know what that is. And if you don't worry about it. But that's why Hexen was declined. Apparently I didn't actually add that to the veto list, so let's go ahead. We're just gonna stand here and say no to all sorts of old games really quick. Just gonna destroy everyone's hopes and dreams really quick. Let's just get that out of the way. Hexen can't stream. Now, anything in the PS2 era is problematic. That is pretty much smack dab in the middle of the streamability gap. So let's see what we got for that. Shadow of Destiny. Never heard of this one. Okay, so obviously what you mean is Shadow of Memories. What we got here? I refuse to play a first-person shooter with controller blocker. That's the reason. For those of you not aware, Call of Duty 3 is on the PS2, the PS3, the Wii, the Xbox, and the Xbox 360, and that's it. AKA, it is a controller FPS. So the answer is absolutely freaking no. Just play it on the Wii. I played Call of Duty 5 on the Wii. Kinda sucked. The only reason I bothered was because it had a co-op mode, which was actually pretty fun. Sucked to play though. God. Quake? Yeah, Quake's fine. Quake's Quake. Quake is... It's like asking me if I can stream Doom. Yeah, I can stream Doom. I can stream Doom in 4K, because it's Doom. That's not hyperbole. I actually tested that just a few days ago. Sorry, I'm looking up this game. It looks like I'm gonna have to buy... It's $60, Ross. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Brutal Doom is a little different, but Doom 1 and Doom 2, and I think Final Doom? No issues. And I'm pretty sure I could get Quake stream. I actually haven't tested Quake, now that I think about it. Oh, it's something called Shadow of Destiny or Shadow of Memories. It's a short little PS2 game. Okay, I'll go ahead and forget it, Ross. Like, I managed to find the sucker, it's just... Yeah. What was your... Firewatch, I think. Oh, yeah, you want to hear something funny, Ross? So I was talking to my brother-in-law, as I often do. And out of nowhere and without prompting, he was like, man, you know what game I really want to try out? Firewatch. And I just looked at him like, why do you want to try that out? Oh, it just looks like a cool premise. Oh, yeah, no, that's legit. He was just out of nowhere. Didn't even prompt him. Oh my god, my throat. Okay. Okay. Try to get another one of these done, shall we? Who's this? Logan! Well, let's at least start this quest. Then abandon it. Quap. Is this Alderaan? It is. What have you been up to, Logan? That is not what okay.
I don't get many visitors out this way. A delivery droid, a roosting Thranter, the odd sail speeder. Momentary distractions, not always unwelcome. A visit from a Sith of your station, however, is quite unexpected. Welcome to my humble abode, my lord. May I offer you some Dianogan tea?
First of all, gross. Second of all, no thank you.
Pity. I find tea to be a remarkable emollient. Nothing unfurrows a brow quite like it. To what do I owe this visitation?
I've been told you're a good person to recruit.
Then you haven't been told nearly enough. It's been nice to have made your acquaintance. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to attend to.
Drop the act.
You really shouldn't have done that.
I mean, do you have even the slightest idea of who I am? Wait, is he dead? Wait, what? Huh? So my next quest step, in case you missed that, is to talk to Logan. Okay. Just gonna go out here. No reason.
My lord. Get up.
Nope, okay. Okay.
Few people realize the kind of protective instincts Rakghouls display for their pack. A rare loyalty these days. Careful. Strike 2 will be your last. Have the scratches begun to itch yet? You'll find any thorn inoculations rather impotent in combating the strain coursing through your body. And what if I'm just mad? I have the means to save you from the gruesome fate that awaits, but it will require more materials than I have on hand. It seems you've just volunteered yourself to replenish my stock.
Okay, what do I need to do?
I'd suggest you bring me whatever biochem supplies you can spare. But I'll also need new viral samples to work with. Follow Thorn's broadcasts. They'll deploy their spike anywhere a rat ghoul outbreak is detected. Activate my probes in the rat ghoul's tunnels, and they might locate useful samples.
And if they don't?
Then we look elsewhere. Quickly. I'll begin my preparations.
Cool. Reach level 10 influence with Logan. Yep, so... And we're cured! Oh, man. Whew. That was impressive, really. Let's see here. We got really angry. We cured ourselves. Yeah, thank goodness Valkorion is just keeping us alive with things that are totally cool. %12 increase in morale. Nice. Yeah, whatever. Look, can we keep Khalio out of the Sabak games from now on? She played with my crew last night and took him for all they had. Len got back to the barracks without his clothes and wouldn't tell me what happened. He seems traumatized now that I think about it. Khalio's part of the team now, I respect that, but my people don't get paid enough as is, and now Mistress Shady's taking what little they have. I'd appreciate if you keep them away from them. If you get Len's clothes back, that'd be great. For everybody's sake. Hi, Bodar. Hi. I'm looking for the owner. Okay. You need assistance? What do I know about Zakul blood sports? They're barbaric. You'll get no disagreement from me. Zakul takes slaves to die in the fighting pit. Some are bought and sold, others captured in war. I help them find freedom. Wow, that's awesome. Slaves I buy are freed, but not all leave. Others train to be great gladiators. Their winnings free more like them. I've built up collateral for a wager like no other. To win the largest stable of slave fighters on Zakul. So what do you want me to do? My foes suggest we end a rivalry and bloodbath. Survivors reap the spoils. That is unacceptable. I must convince them of a match worthy of their interest. I need a champion. Yep, I get where this is going. Cool. Pierce. 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 Oh god. I'm gonna have to do this without a companion. Hang on. Maybe. Nope. Nope. Yep, I get to do this without a companion. Cool.
Wonderful. Another one. In answer to your most likely questions, no, I do not sell seats, no, I do not grant autographs, and no, I absolutely will not make a wager with you.
Yeah, I'm going to fight. Also, why would I want your autograph?
Playing coy. I kind of like that. All right, then, I'll play along. I am Dominaire. I'm the reason the Arena Grand has ever been, and continues to be, the greatest source of entertainment in all the Eternal Empire.
Cool.
As well you should be. I've arranged more legendary bouts than... well, no one comes anywhere close enough to garner a mention. Now, excuse me, I have to find a last instant replacement to die horribly at the hands of the Eternal Empire's most lethal... Oh, maybe... No, never mind.
Alright, goodbye.
Wait, please. You look like you've been in a dust-up or two in your time. Would you be interested in possibly becoming wealthy and famous?
Okay.
Oh, you're one of those. The scrappy dreamer who hopes to rise up from obscurity to become eternal champion. That scenario is a fantasy for a reason. Come to think of it, been a while since I billed anyone as, Oh, and I know. I'll call you the Mysterious Stranger. Wonderful, then we're in agreement. Fight time's almost here. You're slated to go up against the Master of Killers. If you need to say goodbye to anyone, make it quick and get on in there. That's the spirit. I need this to look like a real fight, so try to stay alive a little while.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to return. As the mysterious... I can't do the voice right now, I'm sorry. Let's do it. God damn it. Okay.
People of the old world, citizens of Zakul, prepare yourself for another stunning day of power and guts and blood. It's time for mayhem at the Arena Grand. Today we bring you a new challenger, hailing from parts unknown. It's the Mysterious Stranger. Yeah, I don't have high hopes either. And this match pits our newcomer with the hyper-intelligent technological phenomenon, the deadly Arleia Zazen, Master of Killers.
Configured and ready to administer a pummeling!
Now, give us a fight!
Inflict maximum damage! Inflict maximum damage! Buckets of bolts! Atomize the enemy! Atomize the enemy! Buckets of bolts! Atomize the enemy! Your survival is beyond all possibility! Atomize the enemy! I wasn't done!
The Mysterious Stranger actually won! Incredible! Back for more, it's the brawler who broke everyone's banks. The mysterious stranger! Facing the stranger this time is the ominous Darula Gra and his terror-inducing predators from below.
Such a meal they've arranged for you, my children. Eat this! You will nourish my pets
Another
for
one
weeks!
falls to Gra and his things. Let's hope for a better show next time, people.
We are the threads of your demise! Eat this! Eat this! Eat this! Eat this! Eat this! You will nourish my pets for weeks! Eat this! Eat this! My sweet pet! We are the threads of your demise!
Master Zhou would be proud.
We are the threads of your demise! You will nourish my pets for weeks! Eat this! You will nourish my pets for weeks! You will nourish my pets
Against
for
all
weeks!
odds, it's a second win for the mysterious stranger, everyone. Can you believe it? I can't.
What of these do I have to do?
It's happened twice. Can luck strike a third time for the mysterious stranger? Not if the Serpent Lord Zildrog has anything to say about it. Here come Noble Executioner Gungus Boga and his Heralds of Zildrog.
I will not countenance disrespect. Your life ends here.
Here, this'll help.
Your life ends here. Feel the serpent's bite. Feel the serpent's bite. Your life ends here. Feel the serpent's bite. Your life ends here. Feel the serpent's bite.
Yeah, I will never again complain about someone talking about cheese. You know what I mean? Good lord.
Judgment dead.
Here, this'll help.
Your life ends here. Judgment dead. Judgment dead. Your life ends here. Your life ends here. To the serpent.
I remind all Heralds of Zildrog that this was a sanctioned fight complete with death waivers.
Seriously, how many more of these damn things are there? I mean, they practically are to quote it.
Here, this'll help.
Right. Well, we're gonna call the rest of this a waste of our time. And that. And that. And I'm gonna go, not talk for an hour. I don't know when I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna try to make a second shift today. I need to talk less. What's happening? Oh, I'm straining my throat, which strains the muscles, which makes them inflamed, which makes them hurt. And you're probably thinking, well, what are you doing to do that? I am talking. So, I'll be back at some point.